Hello everyone, Luke Diamond King here, and today I'm going to do a video based off of certain personal request, which the personal request is by me, of course. And so today I'm here teaching you how to fence with the foil. Now, I also wanted to mention that I wanted to dedicate this video to someone, and this video is dedicated to my fencing club, and call out Fire Lord, that's you, and yeah, and for the other viewers, Fire Lord is just the nickname of someone. So, anyways, I'm going to start out this video by mentioning the equipment, which I will be doing little cut while getting the stuff on. Then we're gonna go outside, and we're gonna basically do a little basic fundamentals. Then like explain the rest of the stuff, and then we'll come back here, and yeah. So first, what I gotta put on is socks. Been in my bag. Knee-high socks because the pants don't go far enough down to cover your I, I had a brain fart. I forgot what it was called. Part of your lower leg. And so yeah, that's the socks. Okay, so next would be the fencing pants, which pretty much protect your legs just in case of an off-target hit. And trust me, it really does work. Which yeah. So that's that. Next will be the plastron, which which I don't have, well, which I do have actually. I don't know. I'm just nervous. Um, Pretty much the plastron, you put it underneath your jacket, and it's kind of a protector. And trust me, it does protect you. Doesn't go through. So then, if a foil breaks, it will still be there, kind of as a backup, just to keep you from getting severely injured. And so, then the next piece of equipment is the most important, the jacket, which this is one of the requirements that you will need even if you are dry fencing. Now, there's electric and dry fencing, which we are just going to kind of cover a little bit of both. Anyways, yeah, pretty much, same thing as the pants. And, yeah, you get the idea. And your body cord will go through here, which I will demonstrate as well. Now, you're going to have to give me a little bit just to get this straight. Now, the body cord, it's a 3-prong, which I'll explain how the thing works later. Helps with scoring, and yeah. And that little prong there, that actually connects to your lame, which I will show you later. And the other end will connect to your foil, which I will also explain a little later. Which, yeah, I'm gonna put that back prong in my back pocket and take the foil prong in your hand and put your arm through your sleeve and make sure that it's in your most dominant arm, which I'm a righty, so yeah, put it in my right hand. Let me see if I can get on my jacket. And yeah, there's that, about completely suited up, ready to fence. I'm just kidding, I can wait. Pretty much this thing would be going through the back of you. Let me correct this. It ended up coming through the front. Yeah, let me go back and correct it, and I will also demonstrate about the lame thing. Alright, so as you can see, I also went ahead and got my lame on, which it's different color, so then it's easier for pretty much my opponent to see what is their target area. And in foil fencing, torso only is target area, including the back, of course. And yeah, so pretty much all you do is just take this and connect it like that, which I'm also told that you got to put it on your dominant side. So I'm told at tournaments, put it on your dominant side so then it's not going to get hit. And there should be no excuse for me going like that with foil, unless if I want to damage the foil. And also, mask cord. Pretty much on the back of my lame, there's a little tab. Hope y'all was able to see that. But yeah, there was a little tab where I put my mask cord, which that connects to my mask. And yeah. And the mask, blue gauntlet mask, this little gray area is target area. Since that basically covers up here on me, the person who made the mask, well, actually whoever made the scoring system was like, hey, why not just go ahead and make it right here since that's covering target area up here. And yeah. So basically, you can use an epee mask, but you gotta get a converter, which they're about 13 bucks. And so basically, all you do is just take this tab here, take the prong, connect, bam, it's all connected. And all I gotta do is just plug in, which I'm just gonna unplug that for now. Last piece of equipment, indoor soccer shoes. There's actual fencing shoes. Let me sit down. There's actual fencing shoes, but those things are a lot more expensive than indoor soccer shoes, and there's no difference. So why not just go ahead and go for cheaper? So yeah. I also forgot to mention about the glove, which just a normal glove, fencing glove, which you want to is for dry fencing too, because trust me, you will get hit on the hand, and it doesn't feel too good. Let alone being hit with this stuff on, doesn't feel good. Hit on the hand with nothing on, that feels even worse. So make sure that you get a glove. Well, for dry fencing, if you're dry fencing without the scoring equipment, all you really need is just the jacket, the plastron, the glove, the mask, and of course the foil, which I will show you right now what the foil is, and I'll also demonstrate about plugging it in and all that, which you should be able to figure it out, but I'm going to do it anyways. And here is the foil, which the electric foil has a button. The practice one does not. If you're dry fencing, all you need is the practice one, but you can get an electric one if you want, but it's going to cost you a little bit more. And foils can cost from $40 to $40 up, just a whole foil, which yeah, so yeah, you can do what you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but well, this is for electric foils, I should say. So anyways, plugging in, let me see if I'm not going to stab anything in the background. Plug it in, you got a little two-pronged socket here, right there. Got a good long look at it. And yes, this is Blue Gauntlet brand too. I got everything except the LeMay Blue Gauntlet. So pretty much you just take the two prongs, make sure your thing is on the outside, aiming away from your socket, and just plug it in. And make sure the socket, well, make sure the clip is over this little bar just to keep it from unplugging during a bout, which it will demonstrate a white light if you're not plugged in. So yeah, which I'm gonna go and unplug so then I can do this stuff easier. And so I also decided to go ahead and mention about the grips, which I personally don't have any grip other than French grip. Now French grip, I only use it because, well, pistol grip, it's just uncomfortable for me, and it's more, well, it's just better for me to use a French grip. But I can use a pistol grip for just a little bit, not too long. But yeah, for pistol grip, there's actually different kinds of grips. There's the hold on, let me take my notes. Good thing I took notes. There's German, Italian, Belgian, and Russian, which I will put all of them, we'll put some pictures of them right now. I also thought it might have been cool to also go ahead and mention that there's several ways of fencing. There's, of course, foil, where it's a stabbing weapon from, well, the torso only. Then there's epee, which it's whole body's target area, and there's no, and it ain't like, saber and foil, where there's an attacker and a defender. And there's also saber, which I aim to try one day. And yes, saber, you can guess it's based off of the old sabers that we used to have in the Revolutionary and the Civil War and all that. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that most on comparing. Oh my goodness, where'd that come from? Anyways, turns out that the saber is a cut and thrust weapon, so you can stab with it and you can cut with it. And for saber, the waist up, including the face, is target area, which you can't use the equipment that I have now. You're gonna have to get the extra things. Would be a lame and a mask, which they're about 200, near 200 together. And yes, and of course this saber is dead. Got it used. My bad on my part. And yeah, all I need to do is just get a replacement blade, and I may go into saber fencing. I don't know. So that's it on that. Oh, and you also gotta get glove cuffs for saber, unless if you want to spend extra money on getting one glove that has a little bit of. Well, see, since the glove covers saber's target area, you gotta have a cuff right here, so then you're basically not covering target area. So, yeah, that's a bit on that. Now, also, I thought I might as well just go ahead and explain the rules too for foil. In foil fencing, you have an attacker and a defender. The pretty much whoever's the attacker, if there's no blade contact, the attacker gets the point if both people hit. But however, if the attack misses or the attack is parried, which I'll demonstrate parries and all that later, it'll be the other person's turn to be the attacker. And yeah, there's also several other techniques that you could use, sneaky techniques like point and line and all that, which I will demonstrate all that outside. And yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Now also in saber, it's the exact same thing. And epee, you both attack, you both get a point. Let's just put it at that. Pretty much saber and foil is for a person's turn to make first blood, or first touch, whatever you want to say. Now in epee though, it's kind of just like real life. You both hit, you both get it. And so yeah, so I may go into epee, which they say that epee is actually the best way to start fencing. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. You got to make up that choice. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and head on outside, and we will demonstrate everything outside in foil fencing. So here we go. Okay guys, so we're outside now, finally, and we're going to go ahead and emphasize about the unguard. So, in your unguard, whenever the match is about to begin, after the ref's done everything to check your foil, he's going to say, salute, masks on, which my salute, fancy salute, and get the mask on. I didn't bring the mask because it's too hot outside for that. Not that it's not hot enough in this, but in your unguard, you want to keep your knees bent. And sorry about the truck, y'all. It's loud. In your unguard, you want to keep your knees bent and keep your knee above your toe. That's good on guard position because I can move easily in this position. Now, I could probably spread my feet apart a little more. There we go. Alright, so next, if I'm going to, after the ref says fence, I'm going to go ahead and advance. And I'll take my foot, then go to my heel, then go to my toe, then follow with my back foot. that's an advance. Now, if my opponent comes towards me and that it's becoming a risk, I'm going to go for a retreat, which you want to start with your back foot and follow up with your front foot. Now that's a retreat. Now, if I want to actually get someone at a range, which a good way to do that is a lunge, which if you don't know how to do a good lunge, that's a lunge, pretty much. Now, my back foot went a little crooked. I'm still a beginner at this, first year doing fencing, and so I'm just sharing a little bit what I know. And so, you want to keep your leg in a good 90-degree angle. Keep your foil completely extended for maximum reach. And whenever you lunge, you also want to kick your backhand out for a counter weight, because it's easier for me to come back or recover whenever I go like that rather than like that. And so that's it on, that's basic 3 fundamentals. Okay guys, so now we're gonna just make a small thing about parries. Now, I'm here with my brother. Say hi. Hi. And he's helping me with the parries. And so basically he's the attacker and he's coming at me. He goes to attack, I parry, and riposte. And yes, it touched, which I'm not going to stab him too hard. And we're going slow just for safety. So yeah. So basically, once again, parry, riposte. Now, anyways, now let's just switch it up. I'm advancing at him and he's staying still. Now what he's going to do, one technique that he can do if he doesn't want to parry, and I'm going in for, getting ready to go in for an attack, he could do point and line. Now what he does, he fully extends his blade out and has it pointed at valid target area. Do that now. So now he has all the right of way in the world. But the only way that he can lose it is if he abandons, advances, retreats, or his attack is parried. Now that just, it died after I parried. But if I didn't parry, and he did point and line, and I lunged, and it hit, then yeah, that would be his point. He has all the priority in the world. But however, if I just stand here, and he does point and line, he can still lunge and attack, and it will still be his point, even if it's my attack in preparation. That would be his point. So yeah. And another valuable technique, we both lunge, well, I'm attacking, we both lunge, and we both miss. Now, one thing I can do is advance a little more, take this around, loop around, and hit him on target area. Now, yes, he did that, but but once we pass each other, the time stops. At no point, even if a point's given. So what he did, you can't really do that and get a point. But if we both lunge and miss, and I come forward, we ain't passed each other yet, and I loop my blade around, that would be my point. Since we didn't pass each other, and I still hit, but he didn't. Now, if we both did that, lunge, miss, then we both get it. That would be a simultaneous attack. No point will be given. And so, yeah, that's all I can think of right now. Is there anything that you can think of? Well, yeah, we're going to go back inside, and I'm going to mention a little bit more about the weapon. So, see you. Okay, so we're back inside, and so I decided to talk a little bit about the weapon. Now, I thought I could go and explain about how the weapon works. Whenever your lame is plugged in, well, you plug into a machine, the 3-prong thing plugs into a machine, which is a cord that stretches to the, well, pretty much it stretches with you, up and down the strip. And so anyways, the lame gives off some kind of a, I'm not an exact expert on this, I'm just guessing how this stuff works. It gives off some kind of electricity circuit thing, that whenever this button presses on that circuit goes from the lame into the foil with the press button, and this makes an open circuit all the way down. And as you can see, the foil does have a little bit of like a line here, which goes all the way down through the socket, and the socket goes through the current goes through the body cord, up your arm, out the back, through the machine, and it plugs into a scoring thing where it tells who hit first, well, who hit off or on target. And if it's an off target hit, it'll just hit bare skin, and there will be no circuit for the thing. Well, it'll register a hit pretty much, but it won't register a colored hit. Pretty much white is off target or not plugged in, and colored light green or red registers a on target hit. And so next would be the cost of this, well, cost of the weapon. Well, if you're electric fencing, it's going to cost you a little extra. About $40 for a foil, plus not including shipping. And so, yeah, you can also pay extra for personal preference, whether it be for another pad, a different grip, a different pommel, socket, or blade, or a different tip. This is a French tip, if anyone's curious. And so, anyways, but this one's from Blue Gauntlet, like I emphasized before. Well, like I said before. I'm sorry, I got my words mixed up again. It's from Blue Gauntlet, and this foil was just regular $40 plus shipping. And yeah, which if it wasn't for the club that I was at, I wouldn't have gotten a discount. Well, it just cost me $40. And so yeah, so which that ain't too bad. But one thing that I'm looking at is a Veneti, which I'm planning on getting, which that's about $123. I'm not guaranteeing about that or not. And yeah, pretty much the price of your foil varies on the durability. If this like this versus a Veneti, this is gonna break before a Veneti will. I'll just go ahead and say that. Which I mean, I'm not saying that this can't last a while, but a Veneti would last a whole lot longer than this thing will last. And yeah, which also for practice weapons, they're about for French grip on Absolute, they're about $25. And yeah, which I haven't had to buy a practice foil yet, but I've had to buy a practice blade. And also, little advice, personal idea, make sure you buy if you're going to be going into competitions, I recommend getting 2 foils. Because one might break, and if you don't have another one, you'll have to forfeit. And you'll be done for the day. And yeah, so I got myself 2 foils. One's in my fencing bag, one's right here. And I got a practice foil. So, yeah, and also wait, I'm looking at my notes. Quality, I've already discussed quality. And so, yeah, also, the difference between French grip and pistol grip. Well, you're not supposed to hold a French grip like this. You're supposed to hold it with your fingertips. And tuck the pommel, try not to hit the wall. Tuck the pommel into the side of your arm. So it's basically like a longer extension of your arm. But I don't do that. And yeah, it will give you more tip control. So you can like disengage easier, I reckon. I'm not sure how the mechanics work. And but yeah, only problem is once a person with a pistol grip gets that parry, you're out here. If you're holding it how it's supposed to be held. So I just hold it like this. Gives me still some tip control, but not as much, and gives me enough power. So then, well, it gives me enough control. So then, if someone does parry, it's not going to go way out here. It'll probably just go right here, right around here. And a pistol grip, I don't have one. Don't think I'm going to get one. Pretty much, it provides you with more hand power, and I think you're supposed to hold that with your fingertips too. I'm not sure, depending on what kind of grip you got. I'm no expert on this, to be honest. But yeah, it's supposed to give you more hand power, and yeah, that can be good, especially if you're going up against someone with a French grip. But also little 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 side note. If you go to fence, make sure you have all your equipment. Make sure it all works. Safety is important. Pretty much, I'd rather not. I'd probably, yes, I know I love fencing and all, but I'm not gonna fence without a mask, a glove, and a jacket. So yeah, might be a really good idea to emphasize it in those if you have to get certain equipment. If you're dry fencing, that is. But yeah. So also, if we also had a recent feud with my club about a foil, make sure that it's in safe condition as well to use. Since my foil didn't come with a rubber tip, it's now considered not safe. Got some athletic tape. That's all you really need, just some athletic tape. Or if you get a foil from, well, we got the practice blade from Blue Gauntlet. They came with a flat stud, which apparently ain't safe. And Absolute, I think that they make their tips small enough where you can actually fit a rubber tip on it. 10 of them cost $5 actually. Give me a second, I'll get it out if I can find it in my bag. 10 of these little tips, you'll be set for a while. They may rip, but that's why they give you 10. And yeah. And also, something that if you get a electric foil, something you might want to invest in, if you're also using it for practice, make sure you get a digital multimeter. Got mine from Harbor Freight with a coupon with free with any purchase. Make sure you set. I don't know exactly how this thing got set up. My dad set it up for me, but yeah, just make sure it's set up on this option here. I'll give you a long look. And yeah, turn it on, which I'll actually go ahead and demonstrate that now. I can't really show you exactly how this thing will read and all that, since it's going to be a bit difficult to prove that I'm hitting the button. Pretty much that means that pretty much what it's saying right now, it's a nothing's really happening, but then I'm going to push down the foil, it's registering a off target, and you want that to do that. If it just says 1, even with the foil up completely, then it's messed up. Or if it just shows that and you hit the button on the ground, then you got a dead foil. And so that might be a little something to invest in. And yeah, if you are going to work on the screws, then on the tip, might want to get you a little screwdriver too. And like I said, athletic tape. If you buy a foil and the tip, well, if you buy the tips and the tips don't work, just get you some athletic tape from Walmart. It's about $3.50 total. But other than that, I think that might be about it. So yeah, thank you all guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and instructive criticism is welcome. It helps us learn. And yeah, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and keep fencing. Peace.